Welcome to this week's assembly. I wonder what you think of when you say the word Easter. What do you think of? What sort of things remind you of Easter? What do you especially hope that you're going to get on Easter Day? Something to eat. Yeah, an Easter egg. I wonder what your favourite Easter egg is. I like Cadbury's Buttons Easter eggs. I would like to tell you the story today of why we give Easter eggs at Easter. Can anybody tell me what this is? Yeah, it's a cross, isn't it? It's a symbol of Christianity. And I would like to tell you the story of the cross, which is really the story of love. And you might like to help me today. And when I say the word love is stronger, perhaps you could give yourself a hug. Should you have a practice? Love is stronger. So here is the Easter story, the story of love, which shows us that love is stronger. Well, on the Thursday night before Jesus died, he had a special supper with his best friends, the disciples. We call it the Last Supper. And after he'd eaten the Last Supper with his disciples, he went out into the garden to pray. It's called the Garden of Gethsemane. And Jesus prayed because he was worried and fearful and sad. And he prayed and he cried to God because he was so sad. Tears rolled down his cheeks. But he kept on loving. Love is stronger than tears. Once Jesus had finished praying, some soldiers came to arrest him. They came armed with swords and spears. And Jesus' friends were frightened. They were so scared that they ran away and left Jesus on his own. But Jesus kept on loving. Love is stronger than fear. And the soldiers dragged Jesus to the leaders, and the leaders wanted to kill him. And people came and told lies about Jesus. They said, he said this, he did that, he said the other. But they were all lies. Imagine how bad it was for Jesus to stand there with all people lying about him. But he kept on loving. Love is stronger than lies. And then they took him out to be crucified, to be nailed to that cross. And it hurt Jesus when the nails went through his hands and through his feet. And he hung on the cross and people laughed at him. But he kept on loving. Love is stronger than pain. And while he hung on the cross, there was two other people with him, one on his right and one on his left. And while Jesus was on the cross, he said, God, forgive the people because they don't know what they're doing. And then he said, it is finished. And he died. When he died, his friends took him down from the cross, and one of them buried him in his tomb. His own tomb. His name was Joseph of Arimathea. And in those days, a tomb was like a cave in a rock. They put Jesus' body in there and rolled a big stone across the entrance. So Jesus was dead in the tomb. It was very sad. But that is not the end of the story. Friday, Jesus died. And then Saturday, and then Sunday, 3 days later, something amazing happened. Do you know what it is? Yes, Jesus came back from the dead. And we know that love is stronger than death. Should we say that? Love is stronger than death. Because when friends of Jesus went to the tomb, they saw the stone was rolled away. They went in the tomb, and like my egg, it was empty. And that's the reason, really, we give eggs at Easter, because it reminds us that the tomb of Jesus was empty. Because eggs that we have, our chocolate eggs, are hollow, aren't they? Smarties eggs or Buttons eggs have sweets inside them, but the actual egg is hollow, and it reminds us that Jesus has risen from the dead and he's alive today. And Christians believe that Jesus died on the cross and rose again from the dead through God's power, so that we could become God's friends and know that one day in the future we'll meet with Jesus again. And we can always know that Jesus is with us and wants to help us in our lives if we want him to. I hope you've enjoyed the Love is Stronger Easter story. Should we say that once more? Love is stronger. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye.